Yeah, it is a big sigh of relief, Josh, the fact that TJ Lane is back in custody. You know, one of the things, when we were talking to law enforcement, when they found out that he had escaped from prison, they wanted to make sure, they said that they had a police presence for some of the key people that were involved in the case. Now, they didn't get too in detail as to who those key people were, but they wanted to have extra presence near those homes, and we're hearing that included, some of the victims' families. Now, we did hear from the police chief here in Chardon. He spoke at a news conference earlier this morning, and here were his thoughts.
A manhunt had been initiated in Lima, and the Chardon Police Department was immediately contacted by representatives of state, local, and federal law enforcement officials, offering their manpower, resources, and support to us in order to ensure that our community remained safe throughout this event.
Now, Macy, I can tell you, as Macy Jepson joins us here, there were lots of people that were at that news conference. You had the police chief that was there, obviously, deputies with the sheriff's department, prosecutor was there as well, members of city council were there. We wanted to ask them some questions, but they didn't take any questions at all from us. But we did talk with the lieutenant who is in the Geauga County Sheriff's Office, and he had said, it was a difficult day for them at first, and one of the most hardest parts for them was having to contact the victims' families and to let them know that TJ Lane, the person that murdered, their son, was out, and they didn't know where he was.
Law enforcement community fiercely protective of this community. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine the thought that possibly they would have to protect this community from TJ Lane again?
Right. It just they just couldn't believe what they were hearing. They were just dumbfounded, as was everybody. As was everyone.
All right, Michael. Thank you so much for that report. Cold and wet, damp. It just kind of fits the mood for the day, Tara, out here in Chardon.